guys, Sebastian here from Wildgrace Vintage. Welcome to our gallery. So lately we've been featuring here on the channel our favorite pedals, and today we'll be talking about the JHS Angry Charlie. This is what we would recommend to those players seeking to get a high gain distortion pedal that actually sounds like an amp. So in the case of the Angry Charlie made by JHS, this pedal emulates really well a Marshall JCM 800. It does a fantastic job at giving you that grittiness, that warm overdrive. And my favorite thing about it is its ability to transform any rig you plug it into a high gain amp. So for today's setup, we're using a Gibson Custom Shop 57 Reissue and a Lazy J J80, which is based on the Fender Tweed Deluxe, but with a lot more power. It's an amp that has tons of clean headroom, yet it still retains that Tweed character to it. However, when you use the Angry Charlie in front of it, it completely transforms the character of the amp from like large, bold, clean sounds to kind of like a high gain machine that truly feels like an amp. And one of my favorite things about the Angry Charlie is the fact that it shares a lot of the same controls that you would find in a JCM 800. You have a master volume, a drive control. Within a JCM 800, it would be a preamp. And then you have a 3-band EQ, which I feel like it's the key secret about this pedal. It's something that you also find on a Marshall JCM 800, and it really allows you, in the case of the pedal, to adapt it or tweak it to match the frequencies of the amp they're using it into. So in the case of this Lazy J, again, I feel like this is an amp that is not super bright. It has a bold, dark sound, and we have EQ'd it here to match kind of like that same tonality. So when you go from the pedal being off to the pedal being on, that transition is pretty seamless. It just feels like having a secondary channel on your amp. And it's a feature that you don't find in many other distortion pedals that most of the time just tend to have a tone knob, and that's pretty much it. In this case, you have so much more flexibility, and the gain, again, just feels so amp-like. I would say this pedal, it's not suited for like hyper dynamics, just like the Greer Livespeed that we talked about last week. It really doesn't react that well to your pick dynamics, but it's not really supposed to. Just like a Marshall JCM 800, it's not super dynamic unless you play around with the controls of your guitar. Totally different pedal as far as like the styles compared to the one that we did last week, but it's also a very different sound. And yeah, it works fantastic. I feel like it's such an amazing pedal if, again, you're pursuing that high gain channel, but you like the clean sounds of your amplifier. So this is a really good way of transforming your setup into a high gain machine that can do sort of everything. right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys want to find out more about the gear used in here, the links will be down below in the description. Head over to our website, waltgracevintage.com, where you'll be able to see an assortment of cars, guitars, coffee, watches, and many more cool things. If you guys want to support this channel, give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and follow us on Instagram at @waltgracevintage for more content like this. My name is Sebastian. Until next time.